What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to ReZero. This time is season 3, the final episode. Looking forward to this one. Thank you guys for all the comments last week, clearing up a few things for me. I was quite confused, honestly, about Roy and Lai, and yeah, just just a bit of confusion with that whole situation. Also in the subtitles as well, I think there was a slight mistake with one of the subtitles saying Mary instead of Maylee. Of course, didn't pick up on who the hell Mary was, but Maylee is the sister of the Bow Hunter, I do believe. So I'm interested to hear what relationship Ricardo's got with her. Loved the Capella scene last week. The scene with Julius, kind of taken on his brother in a sense, his little brother. We did see a little bit of last season, I do think, or maybe it was in. I can't remember what it would have been in season 1, but I don't actually remember it from season 1. So I think it might have been from the first part of part 3. Season 3, sorry, part 1. But yeah, really loved that whole situation. Then we did have Betty coming in at the end to help Otto, which I can't wait for. Two of my favourite side characters, honestly. So really excited to see both of them go at it with Lai. Let me know what you guys think about this episode though down in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. And let's get into it. Well, Betty took down the White Rabbit, so absolutely no worries. But another thing that was interesting that was brought up last week was the fact that even if we do beat Lai and Roy, will the memories of the people they've eaten return? I'm not sure. I'm not really not so sure they will, honestly. And it would be a perfect world if they could. Bubby. Of course it is. You don't need that person. You just need Subaru. There you go, babe. This guy, what is up with this guy? How is he able to just take this shit nowadays? Alright. This ordinary ass guy is just taking your hits. Oh, I like that. That's interesting. I like that. That's really cool. Let's watch that again. So it doesn't seem like there's going to be an opening today, which is good. So I don't think it's an extended episode. I mentioned this previously. The season has had many less extended or kind of additional kind of segments compared to season 2, hasn't it? Which is a slight shame, but I imagine it's a nightmare to actually get those sorted out to air something on TV and to air it actually longer than it is supposed to be airing. But yeah, I like this scene a lot here, actually, kind of visually showing what happens when Lai actually eats someone's existence. All those memories shattered onto the floor. Yeah, their bodies are still there and whole. I think, yeah, that's really awesome. Shamak, a classic. Oh, look at this. Oh, there was another interesting chibi special last week again with that girl, that blonde girl at the mansion. I can't remember her name again, but she was a cook. Oh, nasty bastard. What the hell just happened? Get food poisoning? What happened there? Oh, this is the battle of the chibis, isn't it? What happened there? Kind of looks like White Lightning from a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Oh, casa. Oh, Ekidona. Okay. Have we seen that before? I'm not sure we have, but obviously again some relation to Ekidona. Oh shit. So how did Felt escape that? Was there a little something in the scene that I missed? Oh my god. Holy shit. Who the fuck is this? Oh, so Felt isn't actually her name. Oh, okay. That's all we've known her by. So this is who. I mean, we see Roy and Lai talk like they're like they always say we. They're talking like we the whole time. I assumed that was because of the memories and the existence of people that they ate and them kind of being within him. So he refers to himself as we, but he's actually got this. It is. I was a little bit on the right track, I guess. Last week I said that Roy and Lai could be like the same existence. They're like two personalities of like the same existence, and I was totally wrong in saying that, but that could have potentially been correct if the fight scenes between Roy and Julius and Ricardo and Lai and Betty and Otto here and Felt now as well were at different times. That could have been possible, but I didn't even think of that. So I was totally wrong. But I guess I was kind of right in the wrong way in terms of they have got a seemingly a whole different, not personality, but physical kind of being right here. Like, what the hell's going on? It really looks like a character from JoJo's, honestly. Got that JoJo's like part 5 type haircut. So we'll go to 05. What was it? 0520? 0550. Apologies about the pauses already, guys. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? I mean, they got. I mean, not like they were very good looking or anything anyway, but they got a whole lot uglier, didn't they? But yeah, personality wise, seems almost exactly the same. That was a girl's voice just there. Oh, we're turning into someone else? Oh. Can he actually take the appearance of someone that they've eaten? Yeah. Gomi-san. I just recently met a Gomi-san in Yakuza. Good point. Sorry to pause again. Big Bo. So this is a totally different person to Lai, or did this existence come out of him? What the hell happened here? I mean, it looked like Lai got absolutely eviscerated. Big Bro just got beat to a pulp, yes, and the elder brother does as that woman says. Who's that woman? Fortuna? Sirius, should I say? I can't. No, it wouldn't be Sirius. Capella, I assume then. So this is the actual Archbishop right here. Sorry, guys. In a slight state of confusion right now. Judging by the outfit, like I assume this is like the real deal here, though. Anastrasaldi. Oh, they're the bums. Oh, was that Capella right there then? Oh, okay. Oh, my bad then. I assume that was just Capella. I mean, probably should have realised turning into different people. So what happened with Roy then? Hmm. So yeah, apologies again. I just caused some unnecessary confusion with that scene, I think. I think this all ended up pretty well. I didn't really suffer. Wow, what's happening with Crush? Where is she, and what is up with her? Is a question I have. Is she going to be some horrible mutilation when we see her? Again, we say that. Like I said, what's happened with Crush? We didn't see her at all during this part. I don't think there was a bit of a fake out towards the start, wasn't there? with Capella kind of coming in. So I'm really glad actually that Capella survived this. She's one of, if not maybe my favourite archbishops, so. Ah, nice. She's back and healthy. Bro's lost his shins. Well, that's such a nasty one. So again, at the end of the episode, I'm going to rewind back to that segment I was quite confused about after Lai died. Okay, so I did go back and rewatch the scene, and I think I didn't take it as literally as I should have. So there is a third sibling to Lai and Roy that is like the real Archbishop of Gluttony, I assume. Okay, they actually took a prisoner. This is a rarity. I also think this could be very dangerous. So yeah, it was nothing to do with Capella, I don't think. Which, again, I think it was alright of me to assume considering the shape shifting, but I assume that the younger sister of Lai and Roy is just a bit more powerful. Yeah, I don't think she had any involvement in that, did she? That would be protective now. Kind of break our ear. Fucking drums, I think. This is horrible. I wonder if Amelia recognises that song. Doesn't seem like it. This is pointless, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, they are three in the same. Just to pause again, I did, to be honest, I did cut out like a 10-minute portion of me going back and like understanding, trying to understand the scene with the gluttonies. So yeah, there is Gourmand, who is Lie, I think, and then Soul Feeding, which I imagine is Roy, and then Satiation. Satiate one's hunger. It's not a term you hear very often. That seems like the most desperate slash powerful of them, though. If you know what I'm saying, like the satiation seems like the most powerful word out of these. Like gourmand, I usually think of like, again, I'm not really sure all of these words mean in general, but it sounds like some kind of fancy French word for fine dining or something like that. Soul feeding is like soul food, and that they seem quite like fun based, if you know what I'm saying, like recreational stuff, whereas satiation seems a bit more like a desperate act to satiate one's hunger, like a desperate kind of hunger. I don't know, maybe that's just my interpretation. But that would mean that the girl again is probably the most powerful. I think we saw that anyway, didn't we? Okay, so we got at least a little something out there at the end, but not helpful. Indeed. They also left out, I didn't mention this in the intro, they left out a line from Al here as well about, like, slight spoiler here, potentially him having a return by death. Like, it was very, very hard to understand that from the line they did put in the show, but they missed out one that would have really hammered that point home. I guess if you did pay real close attention, you could maybe understand that hint, but I don't think you can complain that people didn't. Unless you again read the other line he said about that. Guru Kashira. Okay, again, things went pretty well. Still no sign of Crush. Again, they didn't even work together, so unfortunate. I am as well. I feel like we should just kill her. Like we're not getting any information. Like what else good is there to come out of keeping her hostage? What can we learn from this bitch though? What can we learn from this crazy? Nothing. Probably. I mean, I kind of agree with, yeah, Priscilla. Oh yeah, that's a good idea as well. Although I've always wondered, like, if you are frozen like that, are you actually like, it, judging by what she's saying, considering she was frozen for a long time, I assume they are like asleep. But um, I always used to think that people would just be like in a constant state of awareness. They're just like trapped in ice. So imagine how horrible that would be to be awake, trapped in ice for however long. That'd be horrible. Warbling. Ah, song from the diva. And yeah, you know what? We've now got a bunch of these wives. What are we gonna do with them? Do you reckon they'll like? I was gonna say, do you reckon they'll all work at Roswell's, but I can't have that many people, and they're not. They're probably not as good as the maids we've already got. What happened to them though? She's got an army of ex-wives. There is Krush, and she's not some hulking monster, which is good to see. I feel like that could be really interesting though. Maybe altering Krush a little bit in terms of might have some new powers or something. Might have like some special like transforming like arm or something, like Parasite. The broken ass Van Estrella family. Do you know what? I think that probably took the biggest hit out of everything. Not that it was awfully great to start with. Not that they're on great terms or anything to start with anyway, but they yeah, they really kind of burnt bridges this arc, didn't they? Two, yes, the two kids. I think that Fortuna. I keep saying that. Sirius captured. And you know what? Incredible job considering. Like I know again there was a slight few things like Crush and so on, but incredible job considering there was no rewind at all, apart from, as people did let me know last week, the initial episodes of the season. Like I said, I'm slightly confused. What happened with Roy? Did I miss something last episode? Or was it that they just didn't show us Roy just like leaving? What the fuck? No way. But Ricard was. Oh shit. Well, no wonder they didn't show us. Oh my god, they were keeping they were keeping it a secret for like the last 10 seconds. Wait, so let's go back to this interaction with Ricardo then. I guess Ricardo didn't meet anyone other than Subaru here, so. What the hell? I mean, we didn't see Ricardo lose an arm, I don't think, did we? So. Crap. Holy crap. So, didn't end up quite as well, but at least they're alive. Holy crap. I love the reactions Amelia gives here because it's so her. Yeah, it kind of it double plays you. It's like, oh yeah, that's the Julius I know, but that's actually her just kind of being like nice. I love that little detail right there. And then she's a little bit awkward, like, who is this? And that totally gives it away right there. She doesn't even need to say anything. Like, for me, she didn't even need to say that. I feel like the visual expressions there tell that story perfectly. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, probably a lot of confusion again this episode. If any of you guys can help me out, I would appreciate that. Again, I think I overly confused the scene, thinking it was a Capella doing like the transformations, but again, I do think that there is actually a third younger sibling who is probably the most powerful and has the ability to maybe take the forms of the people that they've eaten. But obviously we saw Lai and Roy be able to kind of bring up the personalities of those people. Maybe again that this one can kind of bring up the image of them. I'm not sure why she brought up that random ass JoJo's looking character looking guy though, so not 100% sure about that. But maybe that's someone linked to somebody here, or I don't really know. But yeah, that was probably the most confusing part for me. But I think that was the character introduction, so that was kind of natural. Really awesome fight scene here with Betty. Always love seeing her in action. You guys know she's my favorite character from the series, so love seeing her and what I go at it. Interesting little scene here with Sirius, who gave us a little bit of a word of warning about gluttony actually being kind of three separate kind of beings, I think. But yeah, even with the kind of twist at the end there with Julius and Ricardo, who I think Ricardo's probably had his memories eaten as well, judging by the fact that Julius has. Their memories eaten, their existence kind of being eaten. I imagine he's done as well. But even that being said, with Cruz as well, this actually ended up really well. Like no one actually died, which is awesome. And yeah, it doesn't. I think I mentioned last week that we didn't have a return by death because it really didn't feel like it. It's one of those things where because it happened so early, we didn't have to like return by death like halfway through like the battle. Like I feel like if we would have returned by death in like maybe episode 4 or 5 or 6 of this second part, then like what an absolute nightmare that would be to go through all that again, to go so far. Yeah, it just would have been an absolute nightmare, and I wonder where the starting point would have been if that did happen. But yeah, do let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comment section. Again, if any of you guys can help me out with some of the details I maybe missed, that would be appreciated, and maybe some of the subtitles that were iffy as well. Especially one that stood out to me was the Betty saying Bubby. Like who is Bubby? I'm not sure who she was referring to during that. So yeah, if any of you guys can help me, leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date though. Thank you guys very much for supporting the reactions. Hopefully season 4 isn't too long away after that big cliffhanger. But yeah, see you guys then. Okay, so just before I finish off the video, actually, there was a teaser released for season 4, and obviously season 4 did get announced, which is awesome. I did just mention that. Hopefully it won't be too far away. at the end there. But yeah, we've got this teaser released here, so might as well just watch that with you guys here. It's about a minute long as well, so should be quite a bit revealed about what we're going to be covering next. I'm watching this on Twitter, so hopefully the quality and such is okay. I've never actually watched a video on Twitter on my YouTube. Okay, so milk. That one. Okay, well that was. It gave a little bit away. There's no subtitles, of course, but I think all they literally said there was that Subaru wanted some milk, and so did Amelia. We got some new outfits though, which is cool. I think, to be fair, I think we've seen Amelia in this before, but looks like Subaru's wearing something slightly different, a bit more of a kind of nomadish outfit. You know what? I think I've seen pictures of him in this outfit as well. Sume Taino Akataino. So are they saying cold and hot milk, perhaps? Not really sure exactly what that means, but yeah, not too much given away here. Looks like we're in some kind of wild west desert kind of setting though, which is really interesting. I wasn't ever a major fan of what they called westerns or anything like that, but as I've got older, I've actually started to appreciate them quite a bit more, and I do enjoy them when I do watch them. But yeah, not too much given away there, but a nice little tease at what we're going to be covering. No kind of harken back to anything at the end of this season, which I find really interesting. Like, this was purely like just like new stuff. Don't really care about Crush or anything like that. I don't think they would have given that away anyway, and maybe we'll cover that towards like the start of the season. But yeah, looking forward to that. Again, thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.